Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rob. This is the Movie Vault. I wanted to kind of have a different type of video today like I used to do before our discussion. I recently picked up and watched the BFI release of I Start Counting. This is a 1969 kind of British thriller. I picked it up through work. I've kind of seen there was like a US release and I kind of feel like it was a little bit of a thriller horror kind of thing in 69 before, you know, the kind of main 70s 80s of horror stuff kind of kicked off. And I recently watched it. I thought it was an interesting kind of watch. I thought I would kind of discuss it because it's not really a horror or movie at all, even more of a thriller. It's kind of like, I mean, it even says on the back here, it's kind of more of a, you know, growing up, coming of age type movie, directed by David Green, and interestingly stars Jenny Agutter, whatever way you kind of pronounce that. Brian Marshall is in there as well, is interesting. Claire Sutcliffe, Lana Morris, Simon Ward. There's a few other, you know, people in here, but yeah, really interesting. I like the kind of artwork and stuff here on the cover. We of course get a nice kind of booklet and stuff inside. BFI do nice releases, but yeah, Jenny Agutter kind of plays Wynne. It kind of she's like an adopted kind of child in this family, and kind of is sort of, you kind of see on the cover here, she's kind of in love with the oldest kind of stepbrother, played by Brian Marshall, if I'm correct. And there's kind of young girls getting murdered at the same time. It's kind of an interesting kind of interesting thing, because she kind of suspects him at first, but then she's kind of, because she's so in love with him, she's kind of like, you know, she's prepared to kind of cover up for him and stuff like that as well. And it's really interesting. Yeah, kind of a, you know, coming of age, growing up, and it just kind of so happens there's a kind of a thriller or kind of horror murder thing going on in the kind of background, and you know, they kind of throw up a couple of suspects and stuff, which is interesting throughout, and they kind of live in this kind of new, what's it say on the back here, new town tower blocks. So they live in this kind of block of flats, kind of apartment things, at the end of the 60s, and she keeps kind of going back to the old house, and the older stepbrother's wife has died, and that's kind of a little bit mysterious as well. And there's a lot of kind of yeah, definitely interesting. And of course there is this actually, I'm reading off the back here, it's restored in 2K from a 35mm interpositive print, so looks really great and really interesting Blu-ray presentation here. Jenny Agutter remembers I Start Counting. That's kind of interesting. About a 20-minute interview where she kind of talks about, you know, her kind of, I think she was only 16 at the time of this, and this is like one of 3 movies she did that kind of kicked off big for her around this time. And yeah, just kind of something kind of different and not really what I thought it was. And I just kind of thought I would make this quick video and just kind of talk about it a little bit here. Yeah, eerie, atmospheric and poignant, with the peculiar pain of growing up, long unavailable coming of age thriller, both superb performances by its youthful leads. Yeah, and a screenplay by Richard Harris, who done the 60s TV show The Avengers and all that kind of thing. And yeah, score by eccentric soundtrack maestro Basil Kirchen, the abominable Dr. Phibbs. So there's some really cool kind of interesting people involved in it, for a movie from 69. And yeah, as mentioned there previously, long unavailable. I know there was a version of this released in the States. Oh my god, I can't recall the company that did it, but BFI done the release over these parts, and this is the one that I picked up here. Yeah, quite interesting. There's a lot of bonus stuff here on the back. You know, you can see in there in the kind of white panel there in the box, there's always a lot of stuff on these kind of releases. But yeah, really interesting. UK Blu-ray debut with this release. Yeah, so just thought I would make this quick video here for the channel, guys, and kind of talk and have a quick discussion about I Start Counting. Of course, I want you guys to get involved with the video here. Jump in the comments, let me know, have you seen I Start Counting? Have you picked up the BFI UK Europe release, or did you pick up the one in the States? And let me know what you think if you did see this movie. And of course, that's going to do it. So yeah, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, really helps the video and the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Patreon account. €1 per month, guys, get you access to that stuff. There is like 5+ hours at the moment of content on there, and Yeah, just one video a week goes up on there. So yeah, really interesting. These names on screen are the people who get to see that content each and every week, and you could be one of them too for as little as €1 per month. That's going to do it for this quick discussion video, guys. I hope you like it. Stay safe, and I will talk to you on the next one.